George versus Alex, who's on Death and Taxes on the right of your screen. 60 card version. Alex G. And both of these players were 3-0 and chose to play it out so that you can watch. They were going to split and go home, but decided to play it out so that our beautiful viewers can witness their greatness. All right, we're going to... Thank you, George and Alex, for playing it out. Who will win Aluren George, prediction poll coming, or Death and Taxes Alex G? Predictions start now. We'll give chat 5 minutes. Yeah, some people are actually registering 60 basic lands in a Magic Online 60-person event this weekend to send a message about Aluren to Wizards of the Coast. I heard that's been a top story on Yahoo News. Okay. Abrupt Decay hits the vial. This is where we are. Baleful Strix. Pass. All right, predictions are coming in here. Predictions are coming in.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Good.
Skyclave Apparition, chosen by Recruiter. Not this weekend though. This weekend is a bigger event. Oh yeah, yeah. There's a bigger, more important event happening this weekend called the Mythic Invitational. No, I don't know. We'll find out. All right, looks like I got about 4 minutes to get your predictions in. Quite a few predictions coming in. There's a challenge as well. Yeah. I don't know.
12 minus 28, yeah?
Remotely couldn't play a mountain on. That's bad.
He hits for 6, then you lose 3 more. So it's 9 each time.
He comes into play, I lose 3.
I'm sorry, he only attacked once. Right?
Yeah.
He only attacked once. My bad.
Just make sure that Wizards of the Coast knows about Aluren, everybody. Flying Compass is 0 for 3 against Aluren, yeah. Yeah, Aluren's just a combo card. I mean, think about Sneak Attack, another 4 mana enchantment. Food Chain.
Good.
And let's just, I'm going to put the Soul Guide Leonard now. And all exile, where's your yard? All exile here. And then I can crack its exile. Yeah, no mana to activate responsive passive.
Yep.
Kopo, thanks for the follow. Welcome.
You forced it, didn't you? Oh, it's not dead.
Yeah, so I'm going to force back pitching this.
Okay. Now it's dead.
Oh. This is it.
Yeah.
All right, we got a guide the raid request coming in.
1, 2, 3, 4.
If anybody has any competing guide the raid requests, now's the time. This is the final round.
1, 2, 3. 2, 2.
Swords to Plowshares.
Okay.
Turn into 1. Put a box. actually going into the office for the first time tomorrow.
First time since
COVID.
Swords hitting endurance now. And Flickerwist gets in some damage. Brainstorm.
That was a legendary MTG banding.
Yep. That was MTG band? Yeah.
The endurance ETB was skipped on purpose. You don't have to do anything with it. All right, predictions have now ended. 58% favored for Aluren, says chat. About 11,000 channel points on the line, roughly. Porting on upkeep.
Good in modern, or is it just like a tier 3 jam?
Tier 2, 3.
Not jam? Oh, you're playing that.
This is being played at a shop here in Queens in New York City called Game Storia.
They just made up a new format.
True? They just made up a new format. Yep. No, it's box.
Living Wish?
Living Wish. Living Wish is going to resolve here off the Cascade.
One day I'm going to walk in and you're playing Keyforge on one of the tables over
I've been playing villains the entire time.
I could have been playing Villainous this entire time. How many players did you into that game?
Looks like Acererak was picked out.
I mean, maximum, maybe more.
Caracas.
I don't see why you couldn't play with them.
Does Caracas stop the combo?
Yeah, I was not feeling mentally up for Legacy.
Nobody is. Ever.
No, right? Yeah, no. Yeah, it just goes back to hand. You do it again. Yeah. I was trying to think if there's a way to, like, do it. No, there's not really. Guess the only way to do it is...
I mean,
No, that doesn't work either. Never
they're
mind.
on all day, but it does nothing against you. So it has to
All right, here's a person reading the card Grist. Hopefully not for the first time. You can Skyclave the Aluren, that's true.
It says 17 out of 8.
You should just throw it out and play it in the card.
So you're sacrificing? So you get to search for 2 things, correct?
Just throw it in an extra pack.
Yeah, you can try to target the Acererak with something to kill it, but likely the Aluren player will have Cavern Harpy or something to save it in response. It's tricky.
Trigger on the snap.
Cavern Harpy now.
Okay, I gain 2.
Trigger on the stack, and I'll have to return itself. Okay. That's a lot of Swords to Plowshare so far for the 60-card D&T.
We slam back on 6.
Would look like a full deck was only 30%.
Okay. Should I keep 6 land?
All right, there's Spirit of the Labyrinth.
I think I should. Not.
Fetch, and here's Grist.
You're at 16 now. Was it 20 or 3?
MTG banning with a good plug in chat. Always highlighting the messages. Biggest flex ever.
This is worse.
Really?
Yeah.
Sorry, man. Yeah, that's not good.
What is this?
Yeah,
What
Grist
you
is a
gonna
weird
do?
card.
You wanna play this and trade
El
and
Gristo.
go into
It does not. It stays with you, but you have nothing.
When you see it, so you're going to entomb it?
You're welcome to play it out, but...
Sorry.
I'm not making it to burn mana.
Grist down to 1.
Only my almost my entire side board is
Thalia.
Makes sense.
What is this? Third mulligan?
Go ahead. Yeah, you want 4 now.
21 cards? 21 cards? I want to see one in 21 cards.
MTG banning bragging about 70,000 channel points. Does anybody have more than 70,000 channel points watching right now? Does anybody beat that? Does anybody even have 10,000? 70,000 is a lot. Steve just got 13,000 yesterday. Luinil has 10,000, but used to have 40,000. What happened to all your points? Me, the captain, lost 10,000 today. Oh, my goodness. That's rough. Pre-modern. That makes sense.
Two packs now. I'm trying to think of what you top island.
Ah, okay. So you're not betting too much. Not a big gambler.
Everyone attacks first.
12,000 for Lays. Zing Daddy, thank you for the follow. Welcome.
Damage. Yep.
All right, looks like a trade being represented here with Spirit of the Labyrinth. Yep, and Grist is down. Doesn't make sense to block the first striker or the flyer.
I'll let it touch.
Cavern Harpy flies, right? Does Cavern Harpy fly? I believe so. Hello, Mr. Lee. How's it going?
Would you keep a source? I guess right.
Attacking with Thalia. Oh no, that sucks. Feel better.
It's been in the sideboards for a long time.
I gotta go get my flu shot. I've been slacking. Yeah. In case anybody in here earlier, I also had a spicy experience today with some, what are they called again? Scotch bonnet Jamaican hot peppers I had for dinner accidentally. And wow, they were really something. I'm glad I made you proud. All right, Acererak in hand. Off the Living Wish.
Yeah, you know, I really just wanted to use my lotus petals today, and that's the only thing I have. I have these nice lotus petals that I never ever get to use. And
Flagstones of Trocaire comes down.
Oh, goodness. I'll pass.
Get around that days.
Yeah. Which sound fire?
He might be.
How many cards do you have? 4.
I'll give it a shot.
fucking right.
Block, pay 1.
I think so. We saw quite a few Swords of Plowshares so far in this game. It's still game 1.
Top right forest. Go to drill.
Shutting off a forest means Aluren can't be cast without an additional duel, likely. Here's Acererak.
You doing anything after this?
Probably one. I don't think so. Why?
I think in this particular list, they want the snow basics for Ice Fang Coatl. And the deck really needs a lot of mana to function, so getting Wastelanded as a Aluren seems really bad. And
I mean, I was joking about that, but I have
Prismatic Vista, I guess, helps out quite a bit.
I played junk because I have one pretty cool. And I like junk. I was like, I want to play with these cards. I stopped playing with them in Valor.
True. I like Reanimator. I like the deck.
We're in the first stage of the dungeon,
Very good recently because of endurance.
which is not really what George wants to be doing. He wants to be going infinite.
Like Jeskai Ragavan is just dazed, stifled. Yeah. Like every fucking thing, swords, everything that. Reanimator.
Yeah, I guess that's true to some extent.
But I like to play a different draft.
Here's Uro. There's a double pip card. At least as far as the escape. Passes after Uro.
He drew for.
Double mana symbol. Double identical mana symbols. So the way the Aluren combo works is, Acererak can be cast for free with flash. And when it ETBs, you venture into a dungeon and it returns to your hand. So, Lost Mine of Fandelver, the dungeon that's now on the battlefield. It's not on the battlefield, but it's on the table. Allows you to drain your opponent in one of the rooms. The last room of the dungeon draws you a card. The last room. Because you're able to cast Acererak for free and with flash, you can just cast it, it goes back to your hand, cast it, it goes back to your hand, go through the whole dungeon, and then in response to the last room of the dungeon, cast it again and venture into the dungeon going back to the beginning in response. So you never end the dungeon and have to draw a card. And you just keep draining your opponent infinite times using that combo. I think I explained it correctly. Finally, after practicing for weeks. I finally got it right.
Okay. Draw.
Tropical Island now for George. Allows for 2 blue or 2 green.
We'll take one.
At 1 life, though.
Oh, sorry, yeah. So I think 3 down to 9.
Here's Aluren. Could I explain again? No. I cannot explain again. Acererak is in hand. And here's Acererak. This is the combo. And we know Cavern Harpy can protect Acererak now.
I have no idea what cards this is.
Well,
Cards.
this is yours. This is yours.
I'm just gonna drain.
It's pronounced Acererak? Acererak? Am I doing it right now? Acererak?
I do get to see. You have the 8 in here, very nice. Yeah, I get to see. Yes.
How many cards do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, being at 1 life shuts off Cavern Harpy.
I paid the 2.
Draw a card.
Yes.
All right, chooses to draw a card that time.
This is good. That's good. Draw a card.
choosing not to go infinite at this point.
You can. I think it is so. Such a weird round.
I am going to
Yeah. You got it.
I'm just comparing. Forgot about that. That was my.
Acererak now comes down again.
I don't know when I'm supposed to.
I'm really not that great at pronunciations of anything, so forgive me.
Probably Scry 1. I get 2 other dungeons, but I usually don't do them. You only look up
I don't know if they lost one.
No, I don't care about him.
Oh, yeah.
How many cards do you have? 6. 1 counter hardly.
The island is center back, so I'm so
Yeah.
listed out
I did not have it, but if I did,
of step out for another slice.
All right, I feel better then.
Yeah, I don't know when I'm supposed to be breaking this up. It's a problem.
You play the, I guess like 6 forces.
I play 4 forces made of negation.
Wait, when does this guy stay in play?
If I resolve Tomb of Annihilation.
It's a saga deck, so I've got Lantern.
Oh, you never have to resolve Tomb of Annihilation.
Yeah, I can keep choosing a different one.
And Soul Guide Lantern.
But I have to go through everything. I have
So
to go
this
through
just goes
everything.
infinite by itself.
And then I have Cage for the board, too.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. Trigger.
Alright, trigger.
Yeah, he goes infinite. So I will play side.
Cyclades on the stack.
Skyclave on the stack.
One card left.
Just take it
I
out.
dump these 2 off the table.
I didn't realize this was a 2-card combo.
Yeah.
Sure.
You have 2 cards?
No. Put it.
Comes in, trigger goes on the stack.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to target your eyes. Sure.
This is also on the stack.
Back a pair of archives.
Pay 1 much. Or is this in response to this?
It's a response.
On the stack?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is what I was talking about. I don't know what I'm supposed to. I have 2. If you have anything else, I don't have anything.
Yeah, but that's still 5 versus 1 with a Delver.
This is what I'm talking about when I don't know how to break it up.
A 33 birth type.
I thought the breakup was this guy at some
You
point
got it.
stays, and then this guy, you gotta pounce him 1 time, and play him 5 more times.
Wow, Death and Taxes got that one. Okay. That was a fascinating game. He can't force a will because of Thalia, yeah. All right, going to game 2 here. Death and Taxes up a game here in our final round. Do you mean that sarcastically, Steve Rush? Yeah, I'm not sure, Pokey. What should have George have done? Did we miss something? All right. Mother of Runes now on the field. Brainstorm resolving here. Thalia would be a good follow-up. Spirit of the Labyrinth. That's a good one, too. Sure, George is not really happy about that. Polluted Delta. Both players are undefeated. Looking to go 4-0 at Monday Night Legacy. Plague Engineer, the follow-up. That's a good one. Yeah, there was a backup to destroy Aluren, which I think sealed the deal. But maybe there was a play that I wasn't seeing. The YouTube commenters will find it for sure if there was. Thank you, YouTube commenters. Sounded like he said he was responding to the heartbeat trigger, meaning it was already in play. Yeah. I'm not 100%. I'll have to go back and watch it again later. Here's Jit. Jit or Jite, whichever you prefer. Spirit was named with the Plague Engineer, so Spirit of the Labyrinth is now in the yard. Yeah, it doesn't matter, but I mean, I think we'd all like to learn the right answer, I guess. I'll have to watch that part again and see what happened there. Attacking for 2. Vial up to 1. Recruiter. Abrupt decay on. It looks like the Jit.
Is that thing's in your hand? No, I thought I couldn't tell if it was. No, 1,000% that card. Untap draw. Don't worry, take your time.
You just have to play the 4 on that.
Oh, Wasteland. What do you mean?
I just bent my wastelands.
Did you bend it?
Yeah. Pretty sure it's bent though.
I think so.
This side would be this corner.
There he is.
Okay, I think a Wasteland just got bent by accident.
Oh, I see what you mean.
This is an action-packed match.
It's not like as long as it's not a crease, it'll go back to where it was. No, that's good. Untap draw?
Yeah, you get force of will.
Yep.
And
Yeah, the dungeon trigger has to resolve.
yeah. You're like, you have 2 color deck. Against Wastelands.
That's true, me the captain. Thoughtseize. What do you take here? George with a sigh. I guess you take Skyclave? With Lurin in hand? Yeah. That'll be the pick. Mad Rican, thanks for the follow. Welcome.
Just so you know, I have a pure sleep here on the second card down, so when I get to it, I'll change the sleep. That's fine.
Here's Grist, milling a card, making an insect. All right, chat debating pretty thoroughly here what happened at the end of game 1. I'm looking forward to watching it back to try to see what happened. Those of you watching later on YouTube have the luxury of scrubbing back and forth and seeing what happened. So definitely leave a comment if you notice something
Go ahead. Upkeep.
or see a play that could have been made. And hit the like button while you're at it.
Trust that? Yep.
And if you enjoyed this stream today, this is our last round. Hit our coffee donate link. You can become a member there, get access to perks of our members in our Discord. Join our Discord if you have not already, the 90s MTG Discord. And check out our merch. We have t-shirts and hoodies, which people are buying like crazy. And 90s MTG playmats, also in those links. So check out our links. Click around. Become a member. Join the Discord. Pick up a t-shirt. Pick up a playmat. Those are your options. Thanks for supporting, everybody. Living Wish here. Looking through the sideboard. Gets Plague Engineer. That's going to be pretty good. Plague Engineer on humans. Despite Swords of Plowshares, still pretty good. Wipe out the other board of Mother of Runes and
Oh yeah, it is. Sorry, it is 1, 2, 3.
Recruiter of the Guard. No Flicker Wisp shenanigans with that.
2.
Attack for 2. Could
Yep.
Okay, I was gonna say, how do you cast that? Okay. Vials in Stoneforge. Probably gonna get Cauldron here. No. Oh yeah, that is Cauldron. That is Cauldron. Couldn't see it for a second.
Holders in here. Okay. Yep.
Vial up to 3. Looks like George has this game stabilized right now. And this is the mid-range game that the Aluren decks can play and not really rely on the combo to win.
Okay. Sure. That one? Yep.
Right, Dungeon Acererak goes back to hand as part of the ETB trigger.
Sure. 1, 4. Good. Keep. Oh, you're good. I'm good? Yeah. Draw.
All right, no porting. Let's keep Source of Plowshares open here.
I'm gonna make it a 6/6.
Grist with a plus again. Pluto Delta in the yard, make an insect.
Four.
Attacking for 4.
You have 12, right? Yep.
Maybe not trying to Source of Plowshares here.
Cool.
Nope.
Draw. Yep.
Holding the Source of Plowshares for the combo, it seems.
Attack.
Attacking Grist. Grist dies.
How many cards you have? 2.
Feathersworn Canonist. That's pretty good. Canonist does pretty well here. Stop the combo anyway. What's Canonist creature type anyway? Oh wait, I did the wrong thing. It is a human, right?
This is very unfortunate. I'm just drawing lands.
It is a human. Human cleric.
Yeah.
Ape cleric. Yeah, human ape cleric after this weekend, after our protest. Aluren will be banned as well.
What is this? Just a blank?
It's a charm. Powder skull.
No, well, what's the face down card?
It's one of my sideboard cards.
Okay.
Okay, so a face down card is a germ, which George knows is not acceptable, and that's going to be replaced immediately. Almost had to call the DCI.
You have 2 triggers on the spell.
The one on human.
Sure.
Plague Engineer
Again,
blocked the Batterskull germ. Which now dies because of Death Touch.
Draw.
Lots of lands for George as he gestures. May not be a great ending here for George, down a game and not looking great here in game 2. He has a learn on the board, but Feathersworn Canonist is making things really annoying. Attacks with College or come play out. No blocks. Death Touch doesn't matter. Indestructible. Disenchant. Oh my goodness. Disenchant, everybody. Remember that card? It was like a common in Tempest or something. Does anybody remember this card?
I built the list without any
Another Aluren.
because I want more one-drop instant sorceries.
Still not good enough though.
And I figured I would build the deck to not have any.
Not sure why it only costs 3, but okay.
I want the space for more.
Batterskull comes in here off Stoneforge.
And then I also am like, well,
Create a germ with Living Weapon.
I have to worry about that. I'll do that. I was playing the deck all night. And it's
this is on Spirit.
starting out
Yep.
obviously a strictly worse version.
Yeah, that Plague Engineer is on Spirit.
It was like
And Thalia comes
Disenchant
down.
on your turn, right?
NH2. So it's like, let me run
Yeah.
that.
No, I'm just making sure you disenchant on your turn.
This
Yeah.
is your turn. You just played.
I'm saying you disenchant on your turn, so you can do that on my turn. Yes,
Yeah,
go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah.
That's
It's like it's
fine.
competing
That's
with-
what I'm saying.
I want all
Yeah.
the one-drops.
You're
Yeah,
good.
disenchant.
Right.
Yeah, you're good.
Then
You're good.
replay
So I'm
that.
Yes, yes, you're good.
all 12 of like their usual cancers plus stuff for free.
All right, players unsure about where they were in the game for a second there, maybe.
And I was like, if I could just not be soft prismatic and then we'll happily blank that card. But it's just like obviously worse. But it's obviously like so much.
The Oxymogonus is,
I mean, what cards are in George's deck that can even deal with Cauldron? This looks like a lethal attack here.
I don't know. I built the deck with prismatic ending in mind and then placed
Flashes in Ice Fang Coatl.
John Lee might be playing just now.
Yeah, I mean, like, it was very clear that, like, while I was playing Purians and Pixel Students, I was like, this could just be Ravens and ERPs.
Drawn the side.
Swords to Plowshares on the Coatl. Bring George to 6. Before the draw. George can't even cast another non-artifact card here. Mass Vandal is an option, but I don't really think it's in this deck.
It's like, the cards are not individually powerful, and therefore they're unplayable. It's like the format is such that
George should actually have more lands tapped too, which I'm not really sure why they're not. What should have been Talia taxed? Ice Fang is a creature. Oh, the swords. Oh, yeah. You're right. Yeah, I know it works both ways. I was looking at George's board. Wasn't really thinking about Alex.
You sacrifice the disruption. So I sacrifice that part of the disruption to be more resilient. So imagine. Because I need to hit 3 land drops, I know I want island island. And nowhere in there does that what I want.
It looks like lethal no matter what.
Unless I go all on bases.
Cauldron's trample.
Disrupted and get wastelanded. Then the only way I'm getting an arc light on the table is like cancer type is looting gut shot. And if I want gut shot I would need to have a target to be relevant. Which isn't always clear. So I thought about it. I had it built with black and like snuff outs and stuff. And then I moved away from it because I was like, I feel like the cost of the mana is too steep and the gain isn't high enough.
That's even worse.
You're running potentially gut shot.
This would be 3, 4, 5, 6 though. Oh, you got it. I'm drawing garbage.
All right, game two goes to Alex, and Alex ends up 4-0. Congratulations, Alex, you did it.